Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. Just an update here on Cannabix Technologies. I talked about this one a little bit over a year ago, February 12th of 2021, and just didn't follow it that close. I was getting into a bunch of penny stocks, but this is Cannabix Technologies. It's a MJ Breathalyzer development for law enforcement and the workplace, so kind of an interesting one. The last time I talked about it on February 12th, of course, everything was at their all-time highs then in regards to MJ stocks on February 10th. So this was at a high then of $1.51. As you can see right now, it's at 47 cents. So, and then it looks like it started coming down after the high on February 12th. So, another little run up to $1 here in July for whatever reason. I suppose maybe summer, maybe they were using the product, I don't know. So, but there you can see what it's done over the last year. So it's came down about cut in thirds. So, and here's a look at what it's done yesterday. So we'll check it when we get back on here and see what it looks like when the market's open here in about 3 minutes. But so if you don't know much about this one, it's Cannabix Technologies is a developer of MJ Breathalyzer technology for law enforcement and the workplace. The company is engaged in developing breath testing technologies that can be used at the point of care to detect recent use of MJ. It is using a filled symmetric ion mobility spectrometry technology to detect 9 THC and non-volatile compound in breath. So very interesting product here. So with all the other MJ stocks that I had been going over, I thought this one was rather interesting as well. So, and I can see how this one could be used later on. So once things become more legalized and legalized on the federal level. So Cannabix Technology develops a version 4.0 of THC Breathalyzer Device, and yes, this is a little bit older, but there wasn't a whole lot of information out there on this particular stock, so I grabbed what I could. If this is your first time hearing about it, again, it doesn't matter. So this is it doesn't matter how old the article is. So this is a new one to you, so just bringing you the information. So, but it's developing a MJ Breathalyzer device to give law enforcement and employers a tool to enhance public safety. And there's the THC Breathalyzer and what it looks like. So in Vancouver, and here is the ticker BLOZF, and as you can see, it trades on the pink. So developer of MJ Breathalyzer devices for law enforcement and workplace is pleased to report that it has assembled a version of 4.0 THC Breathalyzer prototyped and portable system for field use. The updated device incorporates planned design changes and feedback from beta test users. Several components such as devices, internal sampling chambers, microfluidic sensors, and related actuation mechanism have been changed to minimize manufacturing variability and to reduce costs. So just like alcohol breathalyzer, I can see how this one would take off, although the stock price is down. So this is a drug screening device for various markets who are seeking a way to quickly, less than 5 minutes, easily and non-invasively test for recent use of THC, the psychoactive component of MJ that causes impairment. The THCBA system is geared to be cost-effective drug screening tool for employers and other markets who are seeking a way to quickly, easily, and non-invasively test the recent use of THC. So of course, if you want to call it a drug, we'll just call it a drug for easy. Some people probably call it a drug. Some people probably don't, just like anything else. But we'll just call it a drug for drug testing. Anytime you make a drug legal or try to make it legal, you're going to need some type of testing, because I'm in Nebraska. It's not legal here. I smell it all the time. People smoke it all the time, use it all the time, but it's not legal here. So, point that I'm trying to make, whether it's legal or not, people are going to use it, and so therefore you need breath testing for THC as a fair and more relevant test. Current forms of testing for MJ use can identify THC ranging from minutes to days after actual use, making it impossible to show the difference between the two. Studies have shown that breath is a better indicator of impairment than saliva, blood, and urine, because THC is present in breath for a relatively short period of time, 1 to 3 hours after consumption, whereas it's excreted at detectable levels in other body fluids for many hours, days, or even weeks after smoking. And here's some further information about detection. Here's a little bit more about Cannabix. So again, Cannabix is working to develop drug screening devices that will detect THC, the psychoactive component of MJ that causes impairment, using breath samples. Breath testing for THC would allow employers and law enforcement to identify recent MJ use that better aligns with impairment. Cannabix devices are in the advanced prototype and preclinical testing stage. So, Cannabix Technologies presents FAME's MJ Breathalyzer technology at Texas Impaired Driving Forum, and this is just about a week or two ago. So on the 24th, again, if you missed the ticker, BLOZF. So they're a developer of MJ Breathalyzer devices for law enforcement and workplace. Recently presented key innovations made by Cannabix and FAME's base detection technology, a first-of-its-kind device. At the Texas Impaired Driving Forum held by Texas A&M Transportation Institute on February 23rd. In addition, they provided technical background on sampling and detection methods for A9 THC and breath, and FAME's a specific method of ion filtering related to mass spectrometry allows for a powerful portable instrument with the specificity, I'm tongue-tied today, go ahead and make fun in the comments, I don't care, of mass spectrometry. The advent of Cannabix FAME's based MJ breath detection technology comes at a time when legislators across the United States and elsewhere are grappling with the ever-increasing problem of drugged driving. Drugged driving, I've never heard that. That sounds like a rap song, so shouldn't make fun, but so again, this kind of goes over some more of the Texas Impaired Driving Forum. So I don't know exactly how that works, but I'm just picturing people sitting around having a drink or taking some THC, however they're taking that, and then trying to drive, and people analyzing their driving abilities. That sounds kind of like a fun time. So either to watch or to participate. So, but again, here's some more about Cannabix. And so for some more information, you can contact them, info at cannabixtechnologies.com. Over here on Reddit, I was trying to remember how I remember seeing this particular stock. Like I said, I talked about it February of last year. I just got into a bunch of penny stocks at that time. Opened up a Fidelity account, bought some penny stocks, and which I have not looked at in quite some time. Last time I was looked at them, I was all in the red. So back to the over-the-counter. This one does trade over-the-counter, so you'd have to purchase this one on one of the major exchanges. I chose Fidelity because they do not charge a commission. I believe TD Ameritrade does. I'm not sure about Schwab or any of the other major brokerages, but Fidelity, last time I bought on there, did not. Over here on StockTwits, currently at 47 cents, low of 39, so it's almost close to the bottom, high of $1.37. Very small market cap on this one at 53 million. That's probably one of the smallest companies that I've talked about here on the channel, so nothing has changed here, still bullish. I would agree, this is a long-term hold, a long-term play, 2, 5, probably more like a decade, years to hold something like this, so. But you can see the potential. I mean, if every workplace, cop, patrol, whatever the politically correct name is to call them these days, wow. You never know what you're going to find here on StockTwits. I hate to pause on that, but I wanted to read this bit horse here. So I just gotta skip over that. Texas Forum served up a big, fat, dry, nothing burger. And not much else in here. Stockter said DUI offenses on pot gaining and gadgets to measure this arrest. Drivers stewed on pot and coming. I gotta send that to somebody else. Over here on MSN Money, no ratings. Well, no ratings, and here on Tip Ranks, no ratings. I don't think they do ratings on penny stocks, so, but anyway, we'll go ahead and refresh that. Is after 8:30 now, and still doesn't update for whatever reason, but that is all that I have on this one. If you have this one, go ahead and list it in the comments along with your cost bases, any other information you'd like to share on this one, and if you have any of the shares of this one or any other info, that'd be interesting to know. Like I said, I covered this one back in April or February of last year and had a couple views on it, so just thought I'd do an update and see where this one was at the time. So, and if you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing, and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is J Money, Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.